One and only take.
Hello, hello. I don't know why I'm so happy I haven't even ate.
Because you ate something else. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm hungry too.
Well, welcome in to our living room.
Welcome in. I don't know if you felt a sense of aura when you clicked into this video or I don't know, something different. You want to tell them what's different?
That big shiny thing on your chest.
I don't know if you noticed something. Ugh, let me get comfy here. This big shiny thing in my chest. Yes. If you guys didn't know, I'm a professional wrestler in WWE and I just won the World Heavyweight Championship.
You're a champion.
And side note, if you're wondering why are these guys wearing the same clothes, shut up. We have kids, so
We don't have time to
we don't have time to go change and
do all
have
that.
limited time to record these things.
So you get what you get and you don't complain.
Yeah, and you don't get upset.
You don't get upset. If
And
you
if
want
you
to
do,
send
click
us some
away.
clothes, hey, I don't mind.
I mean, we don't need. We have clothes. It's just
I have clothes. I
don't
just
have the
need new
time.
clothes.
But yeah, you might be wondering why is this guy wearing a championship belt if he's one, not a professional wrestler in the WWE. Do you want to explain? And then I'll explain more.
No, tell us why you're wearing it.
Well, you tell him why I'm wearing it.
Well, he's wearing it because he is a champion.
What kind of champion?
Our our champion.
Your champion.
My champion.
All right.
Specifically.
First of all, before we start, you have to acknowledge me. Okay? Put those ones up. And then if you don't, get out of here. You are bringing the charisma and aura down in the room if you stay here and don't acknowledge me. Dang, maybe I should become a WWE.
Yeah, you could. I'd have so much anxiety from that. Like, even just watching it with people I don't know. I'm like, oh my gosh.
But yeah. So, this belt, mainly because I'm a fan. That's like the primary reason. Secondary reason, it is a gorgeous belt. Like, the camera is not going to do it justice. The pictures online are not going to do it justice. I watched so many people review this belt, and it doesn't, like, the feel of it, how heavy it is, how high quality it is.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. I'm watching you. Okay? Not sponsored yet. All right. WrestleMania. What? But this belt, again, primary. I'm a fan of WWE. This is a gorgeous belt.
Guys, I
However,
had no idea he was even a fan of wrestling.
no.
This just like came out last year, and I'm like, what?
I mean, it didn't. It was just I came back to wrestling last year.
Yeah, and I was like, what?
I've kept up with it through social media throughout the years.
Yeah,
But
and I had no idea.
for me to sit down and watch Mondays and Fridays and the special,
Like it was a little bit weird that within our like us, there was no like every Sunday we're gonna watch football or
Yeah.
like we're gonna watch soccer every like
it was
game.
every 4 years on Mundial.
Yeah, but it wasn't like every week. And I was like, how is that possible? Like, we cannot be that family just does not have a sport that they follow.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like last year you started, and then now we're like every Monday and Friday. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna watch
And some
wrestling.
Saturdays.
And some Saturday.
Yeah. And it's because of the story. And I'm a sucker for underdog stories and people who are on the come up looking to win. But back to why I have this thing in the first place.
Back to him. To the
Yes, that's right. That's right. See, she gets it. Get out of here. Didn't do that.
This is why we're married.
Acknowledge the tribal chief of this house.
Of this house.
Okay. Glad we're on the same page. Um, but I told my wife, like, hey, babe, I know it. Now, this is not a Christmas gift. This is not a birthday present. I came to you and told you because I looked at it. I was like, I really want that. Just a little kid wanting a title, right?
Yeah.
But I told my wife, the I guess this is kind of like a tip for you guys. If you really want something really bad, put a meaning that you desire the most, more than whatever this thing is.
Yeah.
Because I could have easily bought it, right? I didn't have to wait. And I just bought it for myself and be like, hey, babe, how about this build for me? However, I put a meaning to it and I kind of delegated that to you. Because I went to my wife and told her, like, hey, babe, I know what I want coming up. I don't want it for a birthday present or anniversary. I don't want it for any of that. I want this specifically for when you feel like I've deserved to be champion or crowned a champion or whatever. And it came true. And this is something. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Did I earn this a long time ago?
You absolutely did.
Maybe I deserve maybe another belt to become double champ. No.
Yeah, you
All right.
deserve all the belts from WWE.
But going back to it, I put meaning behind it. And again, I told her, like, whenever you feel that I've earned this, this is what I want,
Yeah.
right? And it's not cheap. It's do I tell them the price?
If you want. I mean,
This is
some
not a
people
toy.
spend that on the
Look,
weekend,
I don't know if
so
you can hear this. That's metal. This thing's pretty heavy.
yeah.
Excuse me. But anyway, I put meaning behind it. I told, like, hey, I want this to mean something. I want this to mean like that you see me as your champion. You see me as a worthy husband of yours, of who's been there, who's led the family in the correct way, and you want to kind of emphasize it through an object, I guess,
Yeah.
that represents all of that. That we appreciate you, that you deserve the praise, you deserve whatever, like you've earned it. And at least for me, it doesn't have to be for you, but for me, it was this something that I can look at, that I can wear at times, that represents that like, hey, my wife sees me as a champion. My wife sees me as a winner. That she sees the effort and the hard work that I put into to lead us to where we are now. And that's what this represents. Whatever it is for you guys, I highly suggest, because now, like, I can't get over this. This is much better than I expected. And I'm gonna have it in my desk every day at work. So anytime, and in a way, it kind of works for the both of us, because at least for me, this is, again, because it represents the fact that my wife sees me as her champion. Like, she gifted me the belt, and I'm quote unquote the tribal chief, right? Like, that boosts my ego, my self esteem. That, like, that this is what that represents. And for her too, I guess, when she sees it, it's like, okay, well, yeah, I gifted him that because he's my husband. He's a hard worker. He earned this thing. I attribute this to kind of like an engagement ring,
I was
but for
gonna say,
men.
like, are you gonna tell him what?
Yeah, like, this is an engagement. So if you're a woman and you want to get married, and you know you're gonna get married eventually, but to kind of make it fair, not that you have to, but your future husband can gift you the engagement ring, and to kind of be like, yeah, I'm yours and you're mine, kind of thing. Gift them a belt. Cause look at that, like, you have a ring, no? Look at that, right? It's not as big as this, but about the same price.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it's important to have, at least I believe it's important to have a visual representation of how far you have come together.
Yeah, I think I starting to understand how visuals are so important and objects, because I never really did. Like, things to me are just things,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm like, oh, like, it's just a thing and it's just gonna be cool for now, and then it's gonna be like whatever later. But then as years went by and like you would explain, oh, like for example, the Avatar, what are they called? The dragon or the,
Ikran.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Like,
those
yeah, whatever.
things. He bought one when we went to Disney World, and I was like, this is just a toy. Like, I don't get it. Like, it was just like whatever. But then as the years went by, and you're like, well, this is basically a reminder of that time that we had as a family, of like the memories. And
Mm-hmm.
every time I would look at it, I did, like, I would get that feeling of being together, like going through the parks, running around, like, all these memories would just like come through, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, this is not just a thing.
No.
It's it's a representation of that time. So then when you brought up the belt, at first I was like, it's just a toy,
No.
right? Um and
Very
then you
expensive toy.
explain like the whole engagement ring, and I was like, okay, like, it's different. But then as I started thinking about it, and I realized, like, okay, it is meaningful. I did research. I was like, what does this really mean, like, to have a belt
Mm-hmm.
for someone, right? And I personally, even though I was like, yeah, like, you deserved it a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
right? I didn't just want to say it, but I wanted to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted to give you this belt and feel like, hey, like, oh my gosh, like, he's deserved it.
No.
In my soul, like, I wanted to feel it. So I went back and I started going through our life, and like yesterday when I gave it to you and I kind of mentioned some things, it wasn't even like anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, he helped me raise this little boy, right? Like, he made me a stay-at-home mom. He helped me heal from childhood trauma. He like I just went through all these scenarios, like, like, he's been supportive, like, everything that you just do on a daily basis that you've done through the years, like, just so many things. And I just start flooding my my mind with like all these things, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, he deserves this.
Mm.
Like, he deserves a representation of like the past 12 years that he's done so much for our family and for me, not only as your wife, but as a woman. Like, I was like, dang, like, I should probably get him one of the other. But yeah, like, it stopped being just a toy, and it started being a, I don't want to say trophy, but like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, like, you earned this. Like, this is an award for you to know that we appreciate you, that I appreciate you, that I love you, that I'm so happy that like I married you,
Mm.
which is something that I never thought would have happened to me, because I every relationship that I had, like, I never saw myself with somebody forever.
No.
And I felt like I would have gotten bored. Like, I get bored easily.
Mm-hmm.
And with you, it's just never that. Like, ever. I'm never bored of you. I'm never like tired of you. Like, I can be mad at you, but I still love you so much that I'm like,
No.
it outweighs how angry I get. I'm like, yeah, who cares?
So thank you.
No, it's thank you.
I know. But still like, like you said, you had to feel it,
Yeah.
and that's what essentially that was the goal with me getting this is me earning it, and then you be the one to be like, yes, you have.
Yeah.
Because again, the representation of this is not for me. Because I know I was worthy regardless, if whether I bought it for myself or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted it to come from you because now it's a representation of that. Is that I won this.
Yeah.
I earned it, like earned it from within you. Just like I earned your hand in marriage, I earned this belt throughout the years, and it's a representation for that.
Yeah, like you it's just I mean, like it's so hard to describe just the kind of man that you are because like I'm not going to say that you're perfect because you're not, right? Like there's things that you could do better,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you own it. Like you always own your mistakes. You always own like things that like you're like, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that." And then you're always trying to be better. You are always better than you were before.
Yeah.
You're always putting like our family first and you're always putting me first.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is just like what a champion is, like somebody who is willing to like just do all of that
Yeah.
for everybody else in their family.
Yeah. The people's champ.
Yeah, like the letter says.
Yeah, in a sense, this is my crown.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Because a lot of people see a crown and they're like, "Oh, he's the ruler. He's the one that sets the rules and stuff
Yeah.
like that." The way that I see the crown, like, no, he's the leader. He's the one who sees that as an obligation, as a responsibility that he has people entrusted to him
Mm-hmm.
that he needs to take care of, not to just boss around and be like, "Bring me this,
Yeah.
whatever."
Yeah.
And a lot of men want not specifically this object, but the what it represents.
Yeah.
A woman who admires them, who respects them, who sees the value in them, who is proud of them, who loves them, who like everything that a man wishes that they can feel from their spouse. This is what that is for me, and I love it because I love it even more because of what it represents,
Mm-hmm.
and I cherish it even more. It means a lot more to me. I don't want nobody to touch this. Only me and you. The kids. And it's something that going to into WWE analogies, no one can cash in on this. Like no one can take it away from me.
Yeah.
Like it's not like in the WWE that you have to beat them to like no.
Yeah.
No one is gonna be able to take it away from me. It's mine. Forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. I love what it represents. Um and yeah, it's again it's my crown that a lot of men want out there want to be treated like kings, but they need to do the work to be treated like one, to get that crown put on their head and be respected like a king and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But so
As you can see, he's very proud of his his belt. He
yeah,
could probably talk about it for days,
yeah,
nonstop.
it's kind of also proof of concept that like even though you're my spouse and you had a bias in a way to kind of like yeah he deserved it, he's been with me 12 years, you didn't just give me this because I'm your husband.
Mm-hmm.
Like not just because that you're my wife and I'm your husband that I deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to earn it.
Yeah.
Like the ring, the marriage certificate, and the fact that we got married under God. Yeah, had some to do with it. However, not just because of that we agreed to be married. That now I deserve it, kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
it's earned.
Yeah. It's like okay, in a sense, I guess um like when you're a father, like yeah, you have kids, but are you really like the dad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not just because you're my husband and because like you provide and you're there.
Yeah.
Like it's just so much. Like, and it's not even just within our family, but you've outside of that you've accomplished so much. Like you literally have accomplished so much outside of our own little family, like even with work, even in business. Like you're part of a book now, like all these other things that you've done, that it's just like wow. Like you're only 31 years old and you literally live a life that like 50-year-olds are living, and then even some that are not even there yet
Yeah.
or won't be there at all. You know what I mean? Like you see that with a lot of older men that now they're accomplishing things. But you're so young and you've just accomplished so much. Like 31, you have 4 kids, you have a wife, like your wife is a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
And it's not so much about, cuz people would say like, "Oh, like, when the man buys a house and a car and like all these objects, right? Of like things."
Mm-hmm.
It's not that. It's more of like the actual life that you live.
Yeah.
That's important, at least to me
Yeah.
and to us. Like, I don't need a mansion. I would rather live in a tent and have the relationship that I have with you than live in a mansion and you never be there.
Yeah.
Like, I've told you that I don't know how many times. Like, I don't care about things.
Yeah.
I don't care if, like, I never have a second car or we never have a second car. Like, I would rather just us always drive around together.
Yeah. Yeah. And then going back to like the representation, that is my greatest accomplishment to this day, and it will continue to be as long as we're together. Is our marriage, and
Mm-hmm.
again, this is what this represents: is that our marriage is winning, and this is just a representation for me that I'm doing what I need to do to make sure that our marriage is winning.
Yeah. So, women, wives, those times when you're like, oh, I don't know what to give my husband. He has everything. He he has everything because he married me. They're always trying to find like there is something, or even ask them like what would make you feel like, what is something that would make you feel like my champion? Like, I don't know how do you explain it with it not being WWE because not everybody's into it.
Yeah.
But like what would make you feel like I'm proud of you, that I want you, I desire you, I trust you, I everything. What is that thing that would make you feel that way?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what you get them.
Yeah.
But guys, you gotta deserve it. Don't think that just because you go to work and
Yeah.
and come home and
Yeah. Going back to, again, wrestling analogy, just because they're wrestlers doesn't mean that they are in the championship.
mm-hmm.
They wrestle in the ring and they do stuff outside of the ring that leads them to like be carried by the people to like, we want you to have this belt around you because we
Mm-hmm.
like what you represent, what you've done, and you earn it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I love wrestling, because it's that. It's, at least most of the times, at least the people that I'm a fan of, they've earned the title. Some people steal it because there's heels, but whatever. But there's people who their story, even intertwined with their real life story, how they figured it out. They went through the struggles, they made it, and now they have the title.
Yeah, the representation of
Yeah,
what the title is and means.
yeah. And again, whatever it is for you, don't be afraid to ask for it, no matter how expensive it is, whatever it may be. Um, but have it mean something, because that would make that thing a lot more special. It would make you a better person. Because like we've talked, you and I before, about me setting a certain standard. Now this is a representation again. It has multiple representations, but this is a representation of that standard that I've upheld and improved over time,
Mm-hmm.
again and again, to the point where my wife can be like, "Yeah, like he's my champion."
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to ask for it, because I wasn't. I know I came to you and told you like, "Hey, babe, I know this may sound weird, but I want this specific belt, but I want you to give it to me whenever you feel like I earned it."
Yeah.
And I know that put pressure on you, because you were like, "Well, should I buy it now?" kind of thing. Um,
Like, well, I should have bought it like years ago.
um, but yeah, I left it up to you. And again, thank you, babe, for seeing that in me and gifting me this belt, because it's special. I want to take it everywhere, but then I'll look ridiculous.
Who cares?
I don't, but I also want to take care of it, because it can also get scratched up and stuff, and I don't want that.
That's how I am with my ring.
Yeah, that's why we replaced it. So just sabes, in a couple of years, this is gonna have to be replaced.
This too.
No.
No, but I love you and you most definitely deserve it, baby.
Yeah, and don't think we're here to show off, yeah, kind of a bit, but because I'm proud of our marriage. Like I'm gonna be proud of our marriage is good. That's something you should be proud about and show it off to as many people as you can. But no, seriously, it's not for me to boast. It's not for me to kind of be like, look at me, I'm the guy, I'm the tribal chief. Even though I jokingly said, acknowledge me or get out of here, still do that. But it's really to give everybody hope out there. Like, hey, whatever it is, the crown, like whatever thing is gonna help you represent you having a good marriage, do the work to go ahead and earn it, and then eventually it will come. We've done it for the past 12 years, and now because I'm into wrestling, I was like, all right, this could be a good representation of that, because I had no idea what it was prior. But that's why they give championships to people who win it,
Yeah.
because of what it represents.
Yeah, and it's super cool. Like you having that within your family, because our kids were all, even like our teenager, like he was excited to give it to you. Like he was excited because when I said like there's gonna be a family meeting, and then he came and he's like, "Is it the thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "I've never seen you that excited before," but he was excited to also give it to you, because I know even though he doesn't express it, he doesn't say it, like I know that he's grateful for everything that you've done for him, even though he's not your biological son.
Yeah.
That he I don't know, I'm gonna cry. That he feels it within him,
Yeah.
even though he can't say it. Like he feels it within him that you deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our little girls, I mean, you're like their superhero.
Yeah.
Like our girls are like, "Oh, daddy's gonna put out a fire again," and like, "Oh, he's our champion," like, cause you are like, whoever like marries those girls, it's the standard is high. It's high, and that me as a mom, like it makes me feel so good, because
Yeah.
I'm like you never want your girls to end up with somebody they don't deserve,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, heck no, like those girls, the standard is high, so there's gonna be like they're gonna have some good husbands,
Yeah.
because they see daddy and they're like, there's no way I'm gonna go with your dusty son.
It doesn't have a belt. But again, like the impact of this is huge, because yes, the immediate impact is for me to feel appreciated. this again, what everything that I just expressed of what it represents, but also because we have a family, it also represents something to them. Like our kids were here, literally in this room. We were sitting here when my wife gave this to me, and our girls were seeing what she was telling me. 'Cause she wrote a letter, 19 pages, front and back. Just kidding.
It seemed
If
that way.
your friends fan, you get the joke. But yeah, like they saw it. They're seeing again the dynamic of our relationship of like, oh, when your significant other has worked so hard, he whatever it may be, right? He earns something. They should be rewarded in some sense or whatever.
Yeah.
Like there's this represents all of that, especially because they heard my wife and what she wrote in the note, which kind of is the same value as this, and this is just the shiny representation of it, I guess. Um, but they see that, so they learn from it. Even our son, as soon as I took my time to kind of like soak all of this in, I went to I carried the belt to him and put it around his chest and to see how he looks, because he also knows that like, hey, if you want stuff, you earn it, dude. This is what this represents, and yeah, like this a lot of multiple things, but this one specifically because that's the meaning that I decided to put behind it before it was gifted to me. That's why it means so much. There's other little things that I have also as well that represent like a certain accomplishment of me being able to do something either for us, for the kids as a family that we've done. But this one specifically because again, I chose to put that meaning behind it means a lot more. Like I treasure this so much. I love it. It looks great.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's amazing. And um yeah, the ripple effect of this again, it's to the entire family. Like cuz I'm your champion. The girls see that I'm your champion. Our son sees that I'm your champion. And they all see like, okay, well, specifically for my son is like, okay, if I want to feel like a champion, be treated like a champion, I have to do what my dad
Work
has
like
done.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, what my dad has done and improve on that so that I can one day be at that point. And the girls too is like, okay, well, whatever, whoever I end up with, I want him to be a champion, and I want
Yeah.
to see him as a champion. So,
And also, like, I think I've gotten better at showing you appreciation
yeah,
because yeah, like I can say it to you a lot, but I feel like that is something that you as the man of the house and the leader of the house needs
no,
um as much as moms. You know what I mean? Because it's always talked about like, oh, the mom is not appreciated, like, or like she does so much, and but I felt like I didn't show it as much, and I've gotten better at it, and it feels in a sense like different.
mm-hmm,
Like you're starting to feel truly more appreciated than you had before
yeah,
because like yeah, like we can show it to you as well, right? Not just to me, but to you as well. And I want the girls to see that like, hey,
yeah,
learn to appreciate your husband and show it. Not just say it, but also show it.
yeah. And this is what that is. It's those words of affirmation compiled into
You
yes,
want me
an
to read the
object.
letter?
No, it's my leg. Okay. But yeah, it's again, this feeds one of my love languages,
Yeah.
which is words of affirmation. It's just all of those words of affirmation compiled into yes, an object. But again, because it's the meaning behind it.
Yeah.
It's not just, at least for me, it's not just an object. It's not part of the collection of whatever I'm trying to get.
Mhm.
It's that. It's also because a lot of men's primary love languages is words of affirmation and touch, right? And this feeds that words of affirmation part.
Yeah. That
That,
even in times where like I don't say it, you're gonna see it and you're gonna be
yeah,
like,
I am a badass. I'm the trouble chief.
yeah, my head of the table.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Whatever it is for you guys, let it be what it is, no matter how weird it is. But earn it.
Yeah.
Become the man that is worthy of getting that champ. Because from the time that I asked you, well, let me ask you, from the time that I asked you, like, hey, this is what I want, till now, am I a better man than I was then or the same?
I mean, I don't know. Like you
Wrong
asked.
answer. Okay.
Wait, you asked me like not too long ago, but I feel like you constantly are better every week. Like every week, I'm like, dang.
So the answer is yes.
Yes, absolutely, you are.
So there you go. Because even though I quote unquote deserved it then, I wasn't like gonna just rest on my laurels and be like, all right,
Yeah,
well,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you deserved it, but then like, like every week, I was like, okay, like it should get here now because like
yeah,
you
weird. I don't
deserve
know.
it.
Weirdly enough, I told you this, and then a lot of stuff happened in our life where I had to be the tribal chief, the head of the table, the leader
Yeah,
of a household. That inevitably, I guess, led to you feeling that way. Or like, all right, well, he asked for it, he deserved it then. But then seeing how what we've gone through from that point
that point.
till
Yeah,
the day that we got it, that you got it from me, I was like, okay, well, yes,
yeah. I was like, dang.
it was undeniable.
Yeah,
But
proud of you, baby.
thank you, proud of you too. You're amazing. She has her own belt, okay, guys. Don't think that this is just about me.
What?
I don't know, cause some people, well, what about her? Like,
Okay, so let's.
she's treated
I
like a queen
I am.
in this
I
house.
literally am. So for those of you that are like, well, what about her? Like, okay, we can make a separate podcast on that. But I was thinking about that because Valentine's Day was not so long ago,
Yeah.
and I feel like I don't know, like I really don't like to be flashy about things.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Me
because
neither.
no, baby, because it's kind of like a childhood trigger or like trauma that I have
Yeah.
that I was always seen as like presumida,
Mm.
when I never was. So I tend to not show off because I'm like people hate me already.
Mm.
Like girls already don't like me, so why am I gonna be showing off? But I was thinking, and I was like, literally, like, like he upgraded my phone. I didn't even want it, but he upgraded my phone. Like,
More expensive than this.
he, like I was like, I need a new printer. He's like, get the new printer. He never says no to me. Like I am literally like when he says I spent his money, I spent his money. And I used to not be okay with it because of the independence that we are taught as women. Like you need to be independent and not depend on a man. So I used to feel bad about buying stuff. Like,
Mm.
oh, because I'm not the one providing like the money, that why should I be spending it? But from all those times that you're like, you deserve it, like you do so much, you do this, you do that, like buy yourself this, buy yourself that, like forcing me to buy stuff,
Yeah.
then I became very, very comfortable.
Quickly, might I add.
I was like, I need a new printer. Okay, get that new printer. And like, I don't even know, like a bunch of stuff. Like he took me on a trip, on a getaway, like weekend getaway that I wanted to go to, and did what I wanted to do. And like he took me shopping. Like literally, I love Hallmark movies, and the little town was like a total like Hallmark stage. And I just felt like I was in a Hallmark movie.
No.
And I just like, I need this, like like he just sees like the account, like this was charged. And he's just like, cool. Like
Where's my belt?
sometimes he makes jokes about
Like,
it,
where's my
but
belt?
but he there's not like I don't have to worry about asking him
No.
for anything because that's how much appreciation you have for what I do for our family.
No.
And now I can take it in and I don't have to feel bad about it.
No.
Right? So that's what I get. So then I was like, absolutely, you deserve this.
So, if you guys can tell, my wife's love language is gifts.
It is not.
You just literally listed a bunch of stuff that I bought for you.
That's a,
Yes, it is.
it's one of them.
Stop living in denial. Denial is a river in Egypt.
It's one of them. But
Yes, it's one of them. A very strong one.
my biggest one is acts of affirmation.
Acts of service.
Acts of service, sorry. Acts of affirmation.
Yeah, which the trip.
Exactly. So like the trip is like, oh, that's not an act of service. Like, yes, it is because we literally went somewhere. I didn't have to cook for anybody. I didn't have to like clean after the little kids. I got to do whatever I wanted. Like, like he drove me around everywhere. We did whatever.
Took her to
And
the pharmacy at 10 p.m. in a town that we had no idea in the middle of the mountains.
I got sick and he was like, let's go get your medicine. And I was like, where? Like, this is a little town. Everything's closed. But it's not like you help with everything. Like sometimes, yeah, just yesterday, baby, we got home and I was like, oh, I don't want to wash the dishes. And you went and you like took like, ¿cómo se dice? Offloaded the dishes or.
Yeah.
And that just made
The
it more.
dishwasher.
Yeah, the dishwasher, and I was like, oh, like I can just go put the dishes in. So it just I was so tired, but like you just didn't even think about it twice. I've seen you like sometimes you see the floor dirty, you don't say anything, and you just go sweep it up.
No.
And the floor has been giving me anxiety like all day. And then you just start sweeping it up, and I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And it's just like a load off.
Yeah.
And because I'm not so anxious, I'm not so overwhelmed, and I'm happy and I'm excited, I shop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it's just that, like, that I am so much more calmer now, even about money. Like,
Except when she's hungry. Still working through
baby,
that.
I'm hungry, and look at me, I'm not even upset.
She's not that hungry.
And that like all of that little things that you do here and there, like, because in our agreement, because people are gonna say, well, it is his job to like help.
Yeah,
He's
like,
not
some people
helping,
are
like,
well, why didn't you do the dishes?
yeah, like it's our agreement. Like, you can have your agreements at home,
Yeah.
as long as it is an agreement and you're not just like expecting it. But in our agreement, it was like, hey, like, I agreed to take care of the house. I agreed to do the dishes every night. I agreed to cook. I agreed to everything. Because you agreed to provide. You agreed to protect us. You agreed to whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To deal with the hard conversations with our kids. Like,
Yeah.
you agree to that, I agree to this. So I don't really anymore have this expectation of you helping me around the house.
No.
Just as much as you don't expect me to show up to work for
Yeah.
you. Right? Like, you don't expect me to get up at.
Putting some hours for me.
Right? So I don't expect that from you. But when you do it, I'm like so grateful.
Yeah.
And it helps a lot. So I'm like happy. And then you like we do that for each other. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been getting like all all these things. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day for you to like buy me something.
Yeah.
Like, you sometimes just like get the flowers, or like, which flowers do you want? And I'm like, why? Like, I've had to learn to be like, yeah, give me flowers. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you work so hard. You've done so much that this belt is like a tiny reward now.
Yeah.
Feels like.
Second belt coming in a few weeks.
That's loco. Bye.
No, but yeah. So for those people who are like, well, what about her? Like, she just told you. Acts of service in gifts, which come often.
Too often.
But yeah. So work hard at your marriage, man. It's lead your marriage, lead your spouse, learn everything you need to do the work so that you can become the champion of a husband that you deserve to be, that you want to be, and that way your spouse can crown you with whatever you want to be crowned with.
Yeah.
But yeah, one last time. If you haven't done it, get out of here. You're banned.
Why are you still here?
Why are you still here? You don't deserve to be in my presence, even though you're not literally in my presence, but just you watching me and not acknowledging me. Get out of here. Disgust me. I think this is getting too much into my head. I'm
Yeah.
becoming a heel. No.
A little bit. Never seen this side of you before.
It's the belt.
It's the belt. Let's take it off.
But on a serious note, again, work hard at your marriage. It's the best thing. I guarantee you it's going to be the best thing. And once you internalize it, once you accept it, that no matter what you succeed at in life, if it's not your marriage, everything else is like, doesn't seem like anything. In my opinion.
Yeah.
From what I've experienced again. This is what that represents, is our successful, loving, happy marriage for me, and I love it. So thank you again.
You're welcome.
All right, we're gonna go in between the sheets because, yep, So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.